And I heard this little got smacked up, like that. And he got smacked up and
damn.
got sent back to his hood.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all know my slogan. I don't know it all, but I know what I've been through. Now, before we get into this video, please make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're able to be a little more explicit, a little more uncensored, and share content freely without running the risk of having our channel terminated. So, once again, make sure you head on down to Instagram and follow us on our official Instagram page at Hookah Anonymous _. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So if you like this video, make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. Now let's get into what you guys came here to see. Now, like I stated in the last video, we were supposed to drop this yesterday. However, dealing with the weekend and the Ryan Garcia fight with Devin Haney, we got a little bit sidetracked. Now, speaking of the fight, I know Ryan Garcia won a lot of people a lot of money because the odds were very much stacked against him. However, he pulled off a major upset and disappointed a lot of people. It was so bad that some even said that the ref was supposed to been called the fight off and rule it a TKO, especially after Haney was knocked down about 3 times. Nonetheless, it was a good fight, and I'm sure there'll be a rematch between them two in the future, and maybe Devin Haney will be able to redeem himself. On another note, let's get into ShoeBox Baby allegedly getting robbed by Risky Road members, according to a fellow Chicago rapper by the name of Risky Bands. He would do an interview with On the Couch TV, and he would make claims that allegedly O-Block rapper ShoeBox Baby was robbed. If I'm not mistaken, I think this is involving the same incident that occurred where ShoeBox ID card would go viral on the internet as it was posted by someone else, and they allegedly took it from him. That's what they was claiming. Now, of course, ShoeBox would say that nothing happened. One thing for sure is that his ID card didn't just fall into their hands. Maybe something occurred and that's how they got it, or maybe they found it and they just trolling him. Who knows? I guess y'all could decide that. Now, shout out to On the Couch TV. I left a link pinned in the comments for you guys to check out the whole interview there so you could come to your own conclusions and hear the full story mentioned by Risky Bands himself. Make sure y'all go over there and show love to their platform. But in the meantime, we're going to get into the back and forth between Risky Bands and ShoeBox Baby himself. Now, apparently during the interview, Risky Bands mentioned an altercation between them and ShoeBox Baby, and he describes that something transpired where it resulted in them getting his ID card and sending him back to O-Block. He says they tried to call ShoeBox Baby back to get his ID card, but ShoeBox Baby never came back for it, in which I don't blame him. Because anything someone takes from me or we get into an altercation and you call me back to retrieve it, you can keep it. You know what I look like falling for the okie doke. So I don't blame him if that's really what happened. However, ShoeBox Baby will catch wind of this interview after it was posted on the Couch TV's Instagram page, and ShoeBox would jump in the comments to respond to the claims. According to ShoeBox Baby, they're making all of this up, and in fact, he didn't even know that he was into it with these guys, which is kind of strange. However, ShoeBox will respond to the post in the comments and say, quote, "On Jado, y'all ain't never using my name for clickbait. Ain't nobody ever did ish to me from over there on Little Dell." Laughing emoji. Then in the next post, he will post saying, quote, "Bro, I never even knew Risky Road ain't like us. What is the world coming to?" And before we continue, y'all see what he just did there? Because they never said that they didn't like them. They never said them. Right? They never included O-Block. All they said was they caught ShoeBox and sent him back to O-Block, but ShoeBox is trying to make it a group thing. Right? They never mentioned O-Block or anybody else. They just said that they caught ShoeBox Baby. And I think this is how a lot of things turn into bigger issues, because just because you may have a problem with someone from O-Block doesn't mean you have beef with O-Block, right? You don't have beef with the whole area. You just don't like that person. Now, I'm assuming this is how these situations escalate and spiral out of control, where this block is beefing with that block, because if one person says he doesn't like someone, but then that person makes it seem like he don't like the whole area, this now creates an our side versus your side type of thing. And then next thing you know, it just becomes an all-out war between hoods, right? The next thing you know, you hear this one versus that one, O Block versus this one, they got beef with this. It's all type of stuff going on, but that's neither here nor there. After ShoeBox will take to the comments, Risky Bands will respond in his IG story to ShoeBox saying they lying, and he would say, quote, "Little ad kid talking about use him for clickbait. He asked me a question, I answered it. I could have explained the whole story." Laughing emoji. "Weak ad music, and you never did ish gangster in the streets. Don't make me mad and something gets spanked." So he's saying there's actually more to the story despite ShoeBox acting like nothing happened. Once again, if he's saying something happened but ShoeBox is saying it didn't, then clearly someone's lying. We don't know who, but one thing that we do know is that eventually at some point in time, the truth always comes to light. May not be now, may not be tomorrow, may not even be weeks from now, but the truth is definitely going to come out, and whoever's lying, it will definitely expose itself. Now ShoeBox Baby will respond as he would take to his IG story with something to say himself, as he would say, quote, "Y'all my kids. On Jado, stop using my name for clickbait. It's $100,000 of rap beef with me. Ain't nobody from Risky Road ever land a hand on me." Right? So who knows at this point? And to be honest with you, whether it's true or not, what anybody from O Block have to realize is that they done had the spotlight for a very long time when it comes to Chicago. So much so that these days, as gritty as O Block is known to be and all the violence that, done went on and people done lost their lives, it's still considered a tourist attraction, right? You still got people that actually go to the King Von mural, the people that take pictures in front of the gates and things like that. So as time go by, there's going to be new crews and new sides that are forming, and they feel they just as tough or tougher than O Block. So what's going to happen is O Block is going to become rank for the guys coming up. Meaning to say you did something to someone from O Block or just to be into it with them, is going to make you, look, I guess, tough or whatever the case may be. It's just some way to get rank due to O Block being known for what they're known for and whatever the case may be. So once again, we don't know how true any of this is from either side, but I personally feel it's going to come a time where to say you into it with someone from O Block or did something to someone from O Block is going to come with rank. And these guys coming up, that's what they want. So they can expect the younger sets coming up to try and make a name for themselves, and it may include getting into it with them or whatever, right? And on the flip side of that, you're going to have guys that are from O Block hiding behind the history in the name of O Block, but not really being like that themselves. That's like in a lot of places where guys may come from a rough neighborhood and people think just because they from there, they're automatically a demon or something. And then come to find out they ain't really like that. They just hiding behind the history of wherever they from. And I think that's what Risky Bands was getting at when he said ShoeBox Baby ain't never did anything gangster in the streets. So, it is what it is. Once again, I don't know who's telling the truth. They saying they done took something from him. He's saying it didn't happen. He don't even know that he was into it with them. Who knows? I guess we're just gonna have to wait to see. But until then, y'all jump in the comments and let me know what y'all think about this. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we drop new content. And remember, as long as you keep on watching, I'ma keep on dropping. And I'm out.